Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, we are profoundly grateful and very humble to welcome all of you here this evening to this press briefing, purposefully convened to provide basic clarifications on allegations made against one of our highly professional and dedicated officers, and to a greater extent, the mayor of Monrovia, by some political actors who are on a well-calculated vocation to perennially spew a bull-faced fairy tale against the torchbearer of the Monrovia city government, which apparently they think is feasible, or the only feasible way to demoralize and demoralize Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, thus attempting to stall the work or his work at the Monrovia city government. For us here at the Monrovia city government, it is our pleasing and fiduciary duty and responsibility to provide a conspicuous clarity to avoid consistent misconceptions within the public sphere. Over the weekend, while in Lima County celebrating a flagship Sports for Peace initiative, an apolitical initiative of President George Liberia, which is in conjunction with the Monrovia city government, an event that promotes peace through entertainment. We heard from a local radio station that Councillor Jerome Verdi, in his routine spewing of pathological lies against Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji, something he now finds pleasurable or as a source of survivability. He said Mayor Jefferson Tamakoji had surreptitiously flown Officer Valley Telly to the Galta-Gideon border in a one-term attempt to erode preponderance of evidence in which Councillor Verdi's alleged is Valley's involvement in an alleged armed robbery at former Chief Justice Gloria Musu's residence, which led to the painful death of her promising and smarting daughter. In today's press conference, we have authority of the Monrovia city government, that is the city police, headed by Director Thomas Gao and his deputies. We have the Deputy for Administration, Mr. Jimmy Wilson, or Colonel Jimmy Wilson. And we also have his Deputy for Operation. We have Deputy Director Abraham here, who is seated there. And we also have with us the man who have been accused, alleged by Councillor Jerome Verdi, voluntarily. So the Director of Police, City Police, will brief us And from there will be responses from his deputies as well as Patrolman Bali, who has been accused and for which we have called this press conference. There we go.
Okay. Fellow citizen of Monrovia, member of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. Seated before you, I'm Colonel G. Thomas Gawajia, the Director of the Monrovia City Police. I'm present here today is to provide clarity when it comes to the character of the employment of value talent. Valentine is a professional officer. Since he came to the institution, the behavior and the character proves to us that automatically is not the same person as before. For the past time Valentine I've been working, I've never witnessed any bad character of him that is outside of our rules and regulations that govern the Monrovia City Police. So information that then spread around from the various talk shows that Valentine left the country, which of course I don't know the reason or where they were speaking from. I will say this to you, it's diabolical. It's a falsehood, it is from the better wood of the devil. Valentine is seated right here in work and employed with the City Police Department. And there was no record or history that he left the country. Valentine is a patrolman and he takes charge of the day-to-day activity when it comes to our charge of quarter management. And one thing I want to make clear about photos that have been proved or that have been shown on Facebook, these are photos from past record. And in fact, it is a fake account. So people use people's past history to accomplish the mission.
Okay, so for at this time we will have a brief statement from the man himself. He will speak to you to tell you his story, to tell you who he is and what he do as an employee of the MCC, to be specific, the Monrovia City Police. So, Patrolman, the media.
First of all, for an statement as a Muslim, my religion, a prayer of what? Muslim, I think. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, so let's continue. Tell people who you are and what you do as a
Father, for your background, Bali Tele, by MCC, I'm a religion, and they brought me back down to City Hall. I lived in Banjo, teach Muslim children, about 200 plus Muslim Arabic children. So a mosque masjid Tahawi in Banjo, Babu, to my home hero. From there I was driving on the traffic, I got my own land, I have my children, I have my family with me. So I was surprised to see team on the media about me. So really, and I know what really going on.
Okay, so before you come up with your questions, I told you this is a very brief press conference. A few things I would want you to know here is that as you listen to him, he is a patrolman as postulated by the Director of City Police. He is a patrolman of the Monrovia City Police. That's a fact. He's within the employ of City Police. So he is an employee of the city government. That's one fact. The next thing you have to understand here is that Vanning is an imam and also a classroom teacher. Very professional. As you can see, he's very innocent. And one of the things we also want to make clarity on very fast to be conspicuous is that Vanning, you see here, there has been a Facebook account in which said Facebook account has been it's been insinuated that he has been the one using the Facebook account to threaten allegedly citizens who have been concerned about his alleged involvement as it was insinuated by Councillor Jerome Verde. We want to be very emphatic here that said Facebook account is phoning, very fake, and that is not the account of Patrolman Teddy. So these are few clarifications we want to make here on behalf of the city government. At this time, we will entertain questions and answers from you. We have our directors here, and we also have Vania. But before that, we would like to entertain a brief statement from the Deputy for Operations, Abraham said, because you may be aware that there was an accusation that Valley here is the Deputy for Operations of the Monrovia City Police. So as you can vividly see, we have Valley, he is patrol member portfolio. And we have Deputy Director Abraham here, who is the Deputy Director for Operations.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, as we have been to Honorable Abraham said, current Deputy Director for Operations of City Police. I think we are glad for such a press conference. The first thing we have to say here is we are going to demystify the myth that people have on the social media. Abraham said no longer the Deputy Director, rather Patrolman Valley Tele. At no time the name Patrolman Valley Tele have been the Deputy Director for Operations. I assume their responsibility on the 20th of April 2022 when my predecessors, Consumer Ministry, passed off. And I immediately was contacted and I was appointed as the Deputy Director for Operations of this metropolitan. So people who are spreading all gossip to blackmail this institution are not really in the right manner. This country will need peace. We should continue to tread in peace, not to use other people's past and bring it to present. If we continue to go that route, definitely we will not be doing well for this country. So, carry the information. I am the Deputy Director for Operation the Monrovia City Police, and I will remain until the time somebody say, oh, you will not be by 1,000%, so that information flow out there.
Okay, so you listen to the Deputy for Operations. At this time, ladies and gentlemen of the press, we will entertain questions. And we hope that your questions will be within the scope of what we are discussing here today at this press conference. So let's take Front Page Africa. Gerald.
Thank you. My name is Gerald, pointing on the Front Page Africa. Mr. Talley, you have been accused by Councillor Brother of being behind the attack against former Justice Laura Musu's car that led to the death of one of her daughters and the injury of another. What do you have to say about that? And secondly, you live in Broadville. Have you ever gone to this house, to Justice Scott's house before?
Thank you very much. Accused people talk about me, about councillor, not aware of anything about the council. And one of my brothers fight war together before when chests are cup or fight together. Have a business share in America. As the region share try to get a lot of information to people from on them and rock. But share no 1994 if there's a manga me a share for war together. You know me to be or somebody. I am for you no and Robbery. And with me, you will say of the country, I put the last on property and what they want to go and Robbery and all from myself in a situation. I'm surprised to see myself.
My name is Horace Billy.
Like, just out of the way. So before we take the next question, the value is very clear. One thing I don't want to stay here is that everyone has a past. Vani has a past, but his past should not be used to define his present. And this is why we always say we need to stop, because this is not healthy for our society. The next question, Kelvin Demi.
Yeah, good evening, sir, Mr. Vali Teller. I'm Kelvin Demi of Prime FM. You've been accused, fingers have been pointed at you in relation to the death or the murder of Councillor Gloria Musu's daughter. You've heard about that. Can you tell us where have you been during the nights of the incident? And can you show proof of anybody with you those nights? People say you came on the night of the incident. Can you give us a relationship with anybody you were with that night? If you were home, who was home at that time?
Yes, I went to the house. I spent most of my time in the house. I was there. And the information, somebody called me on my phone. My phone being on my phone. So, I mean, you on the I said, wow. So, second armed robbery go on to Robbery. People calling your name. I said, oh, my God, don't tell me that, man. Oh, maybe to inform us saying armed robbery. And I went and threw all my life. Since Senior Mercy passed up, keep the city in the city house. I'm not going to that. Weekends, we can Saturday, I will go. All my life, I guess.
Okay, Aaron.
Yeah, I just have a few concerns. My name is Aaron Kuban. I work for Spoon TV. My first concern here is that Councillor Vrede mentioned your name. Of all of the millions of people in Liberia, he called your name. Why do you think you were mentioned by him? Do you know him? Have you both interacted before? That's one. The next concern, the footage that have been parading on social media, you have a pistol, a gun. A lot of people have been concerned about that as to whether you have an assigned weapon. Do you have an assigned weapon as as city police? And the next concern is I think this can go to everyone on the panel here. Why is it that, especially to the director of communication, why do you think the mayor, Mayor Jefferson Koji, wasn't, pleased to tell us that Vali Talley works with the Monrovia City Corporation when he was asked in last time? 3 concerns, thank you.
Okay, so before the director of police can address the issue answer the last question. You have to be very, I don't know as to whether you were not listening or not. But what I can say to you, the mayor was very clear. Though not absolutely definite about whether this man, the question was from a journalist who asked a question as to whether this man is within the employ of MCC. And the coaches said, he was very frank, that it should not be about a person being within the employ of MCC. But I want to be very clear, even if it is my mother, even if it is my father or any of my relatives or anyone around me who commits a crime, that person should face a police interrogation. And if that person is found guilty, that person should face...
I don't know why you answered the question. I'm referring to the last press conference. The mayor said he was not comfortable to mention whether Valitali works with the MCC. That's the question. Why was he not comfortable?
On security, and the right people, the right individuals are here today to answer your question. The mayor is not a security man. So the director of the police is here. He will answer all of your questions. Director.
Okay, let me first deal with the issue that have to do with, you talk about a photo placed on Facebook.
Yeah, he has weapon.
I make this very explicit. To reiterate, I said, people should stop using people's past photos or past record or past character to accomplish their mission. We got that past history. I got history before entering the National Police. I got history when I left the National Police. And people learn from their mistakes and build up good character. So those photos that then displayed on Facebook, the past photo, the man just told you from 1994, when he and Sheikh Sakar were fighting together. At that time, he was ex-combatant, Sheikh Sakar. So these are photos that people can bring out to tarnish people's character. So at that time, people were holding weapons around. Have you identified a weapon to know what are the weapon that they have authorized by the ECOWAS, or the weapon that were using during the revolution? And then make the issue clear about the firearm. Nobody is authorized to carry a weapon within the Monrovia City Police. My weapon carried within the Monrovia City Police, not because I'm a city police director, it's because I'm a firearm instructor for the Liberia National Police Training Academy. I got a license for the weapons that I carry. At the academy, you are certified to carry weapons that you're trained to. I got a certificate to prove that. You can go to the academy and do your research.
Then
what he knows.
But here, I think he was very clear. I mean,
Maybe he can. He doesn't have any interaction, or they have not interacted before, Councilor Fredia.
He was very clear.
Yeah.
And he said he has never ever had a personal interaction with Councilor Jerome Verdi. In fact, he has never met this man. So, and he was very clear to say, someone who is very close to Councilor Jerome Verdi, who is his own friend, that they fought war together, and they are also doing business together, wants to use Councilor Jerome Verdi as an exam agent, because it's not about this man, it's about getting us standing up to Mayor Koji. This man is just sitting on the surface, but the real intent is to demonize and also demoralize Mayor Jefferson Tamaku. So that's the real intent, and he was very clear.
I just have one concern with the embarrassment and a removal for voice of Liberia. Basically, there are accounts on social media, there is Valaise, and I listen to you say all of these accounts are fake. However, can you verify that those accounts are different from the account of Valaise use? Can you display to us the official Facebook account of Valaise so everyone can see, so that we can compare and contrast as to the accounts on social media reported to be Valaise account differentiate from the distributed account?
I think that's very simple. I said about we are not cyber security. So yeah, we don't know as to whether having a friend Facebook account or not. So you as a journalist, you have a repertoire duty to go and do further investigation.
Does the accused have an active Facebook account?
What do you have to say? They can answer.
Yeah, that he can answer the question.
Yeah, right.
Do you have an active Facebook account?
Yes.
Can you display it?
You okay? What I'm displaying on that will be done after the press conference.
But the men who call the active, the name.
They seen him, right? They seen him, but the thing is just easy.
What page are you using there, sir?
Go and share. Let me say this. Let me do this clarification. Gentlemen, we are living in a modern era that someone who understands more about the internet will do similar copying, will duplicate this mail account, and the account proves as though this man who is doing something on his own behalf. That's very easy. Yeah, it happens. We are running. We know what happened.
That would easily be traced. That would easily be traced.
Yeah, please try to trace it.
When he had previous conversations.
Can you please try to trace it?
But that's why we're asking if he can answer.
But he has said it.
What else? I think the point there is if he distances himself from that account, this is it. If someone duplicates another person's account, for instance, if Valerie has 5,000 friends on his original Facebook account, there is no possibility that the next account has been duplicated or have exactly 5,000. So our point is very simple. Valerie will show to the camera that this is my official.
Yeah, it's just about the clarity.
Right?
Just for just for your own safety and for you to be free from this.
I was just planning to ask you today. But that means I don't even go. But that's it. After your clarification, we'll list your Facebook page and you do that. Okay.
My name is Elijah Pai and I report for Capital FM and Grand Coast Television. But can you please tell us online? Can you please tell us in this public manner since when you joined the Montreal City Police? When did you join the Montreal City Police?
When? Which year?
Okay, my name is Renzi STD. I report for the Liberia Agency.
So, let me get it. I think we are here because of the previous day sending all of these allegations against you. You tried to construct your relationship in the past, and I just want for you to be clear about this. You fought for Unimoke, you joined ATU, you were assigned in Sano County. All of these presentations were they true about you?
Yes. For Unimoke, yeah, no. MPP call.
And you joined ATU?
MPP government or someone based to suffering as an SSU. SSU worked with executive marshal. SSU was someone based to ATU during the war, the last war. The share support is a friend of mine. We are myself do our business. And we're white together. Now the April says 1994, the case of Banga, and the share support is
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you, Imam Teller, you care to tell us the boss within Banjo that you control and to talk about controlling over 200 children at you teach. Then what is it that you always have in Montreal City Corporation? Who take care of the children?
I went to Banjo for my bigger brother, Hapolia and Moss, the owners.
What is the name of the boss?
Masjida we the Kaimaju Mosque in Banjo when going to Baba. Going my dad was sit out children, my children, and my brother take care of the children.
So you talk about you teaching 200 children. I just need a clarity in that. Who take care of the children in your absence?
That's why I help my brother teach them more like 200 children because
Realistically, we're all journalists. I think somebody, imagine accusing this man, this innocent man, see the man face it. You're accusing this innocent man of murdering. And the man is not even jittering. And the man is even relaxing his person, and you call this man a murderer. How is that possible?
He looks afraid.
No, he's not afraid.
Exactly.
It's not lively. It's not lively.
So I'm Thomas Kojurola. While I'm concerned about your name being spelled out in a bad manner, since this news broke out that you did it, it's been almost 4 or 5 years that the police has been in search of you. Why didn't you raise this alarm to show yourself that you are not the doer of the act?
Well, I'm not in hurry. And the police know what I want. The police know my house. I get my family to my house. I'm not in hurry. What will happen? I'm innocent to everything. Talking about now, I'm surprised to see that photo. We were talking that on TV and me. Surprisingly, say I photo on road since I want on road. At the time of in power, a control of men. A revolution, and I do an road. This of peaceful town. I will go there and go to an road. So what are you looking for?
What is the
What is the best answer? Are you
the director of the police wanted to make clarity.
Okay, I think somebody asked the question about the lawsuit. I got a communication here that the mayor wrote to the trusted minister, Honorable Frank Musa Dean. And because of time, you have access to it. You get a copy. Or if you want me to read it out, I can read it clear for you.
So what is it about? Just
what's the content of the communication?
Okay, sir.
No, you get a copy.
It's not a lawsuit.
You get a copy.
It's about what?
You're on TV for the sake of those are following now. Sir, I got about 1.1 thousand people been watching this thing. Please, sir.
What is it about?
Sir, about 1,000 people been watching now. They may want to know what is it. They may not.
Yes. Farah,
Yeah.
As a religious man, as I learned just now, you are an imam. Now, with a huge allegation against you, how do you feel about your religion? What teaching children, and what do you intend to do to ostracize yourself from this?
Yeah, you know, anything that happened to him, I will always. Because we clear, question clear, and instruction free, and I couldn't take that from our religion. Or our religion will not allow anything to go against my religion or my trust or my team within the country.
So the first thing there is you are a journalist. You are a journalist, professional journalist. The one you may admire so much. Imagine someone telling you that you are unprofessional journalist. And you say because a man say you unprofessional journalist, you don't want to be a journalist anymore. How is that possible?
Thank you very much. My name is Trokon.
Go ahead.
My name is Trokon from Spoon FM and TV. Firstly, Mr. Pegre Wape, you are not giving a chance to Mr. Tele to answer our questions. You always interrupt him to answer. I don't know why. But to the question, you look very worried. Are you bothered about what's happening, the news you are hearing? And why are you? The second question is, are you carrying firearm now, as we speak?
Listen, I don't, please, man, because of time, I think we should be listening.
I think Mr. Tele can answer the question, sir.
I'll make it clear here. There is no one in the city police that authorized to carry firearm. Before you possess a firearm, you will pass through the wall of the academy. And you will see some of us that become a certificated firearm instructor. I'm the only person carrying firearm within the city government, and not because I'm a director of city police, no. It's because I'm a licensed firearm carrier and a firearm instructor.
So you answer the issue I had to do with it.
So you still asking why you carry weapons?
Does it mean that do you get to show your city police article to us?
Amen.
Nobody.
Yes, I can.
I'm concerned. Why is it every time they ask question you bend down and then give what out to touch this one? I tell you.
Like I said, you look worried. Are you worried about what's happening? About the news. It doesn't move you.
What is your next action?
Okay, remember the question.
Mr. Tilly, Mr. Tilly.
This question.
1 minute, please. Let me make it professional. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Because of time, we'll read the letter and from there we'll give you our parties.
Before you ask the question, please, one quick question from Mr. Tilly. I'm Theo Williams. I work for Focus on Liberia Online Television. During your active war days, it's been alleged that you were referred to as dust to dust. How true is that? Okay.
1 minute, the brother was vector. We don't just take people from outside and place for MCC Police. The number of recruiter you vector before bringing MCC Police.
To do the CSA.
So it tells, my brother, 1 minute, please. We're talking about recruitment. The National Police doing recruitment, CS will not involved. I was there as a police instructor. CS will not involved. We applied to the city government to join the city police. We sent team in the community to do a vetting. So you keep asking questions, we just told you about people using to pass record, to calling a mission. Then you bring in questions about dust to dust. They may have been changed and then refined. You want to pray as an imam. So you don't know be reminding about your past.
I'll pray for you. And tell us, in your opening statement, you say your own friend is behind these lies, according to you. Why do you think your own friend share will be the one spreading lies about you?
There's been some extremely share on the business side. Since that business, extremely share from business communication between since that time.
What kind of business?
Money business, drag. Started on Todi and then Lima. Legally.
Did you commit atrocity during the war? Were you rehabilitated?
Let me come in, Chief.
Aside from the issue of body. Yeah.
I'm part of the boss of Liberia, so I'm concerned since the incident.
Chico, let me
Have you been
talk with
contacted by the Liberia National Police? And secondly, how open you are in terms of following investigation?
What question you ask? 1 minute.
Oh, you have been contacted by the police.
If Anita is here, Anita is
Chief, can the man answer the
1 minute, I'm the director of city police. And when it comes to security question, I got already to speak.
What is that?
In my presence, if I want to speak, and the authority will speak like any authority. If I hear you remain quiet, and I provide you the information, spoon for you when it comes to police language.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Price, we'd like to appreciate you for coming.
You want to read about but have you driven a blue pickup truck? He was accused of driving a blue pickup truck for his friend, Sako. I thought you want to read a letter. Mr. Tally, did you drive in a blue pickup truck? Have you driven in a blue pickup truck? Your friend Sako said you have a blue pickup truck. Your friend Sako said you have a blue pickup truck. Okay. Your friend Sako said you have a blue pickup truck. How true is it? So that's Valitali there, going down to the main conference room there. As a matter of fact, the theater of the Liberia City Corporation is moving along with officials of the Liberia City Corporation Police, the MCC Police, the director. So folks, thanks for viewing, thanks for watching. We will bring you more detail on this developing story here. There are lots of things that were said during the entire press conference. A lot of questions asked by journalists being curious about some of those allegations against Balitali, especially with the issue of armed robbery. But you saw exactly some of the interruption and interception that we got for most of the questions that we asked. We hope to bring you the spoon talk later on this evening and more detail of this. He accused Sheikh Sakor. For some of you just joining us, Sheikh Sakor, a guy who has been on the social media of recent lambasting President George, we are accusing him of being indebted to Russian nationals. That President George Weah, he said Sakor is his very close friend. They fought together, and this Sakor is the one that is trying to blackmail him, sending information to Councillor Jerome Verdier to accuse him of some of these acts, but he knows nothing about that. He's an imam. He takes care of over 200 kids, and that's what he does since the end of the war. And also, the police, the MCC, as a patrolman. Thank you. My name is Aaron Kuban. I've been here with Chokon Flama. Thanks for listening, and thanks for viewing too as well.